Nigerians have been reacting differently to the statement made by former President Olusegun Obasanjo that Nigeria is becoming a failed and divided state under President Muhammadu Buhari. He said, I do appreciate that you all feel sad and embarrassed as most of us feel as Nigerians with the situation we find ourselves in. Today, Nigeria is fast drifting to a failed and badly divided state. Economically, our country is becoming a basket case and poverty capital of the world. And socially, we are firming up as an unwholesome and insecure country, he had said during a speech on Thursday. And these manifestations are the product of recent mismanagement of diversity and socio-economic development of our country. Old fault lines that were disappearing have opened up in greater fissures, and with drums of hatred, disintegration and separation and accompanying choruses being heard loud and clear almost everywhere. Obasanjo's comments have stirred heated debate between pro and anti-Buhari observers. Okay, and someone says here that Obasanjo not perfect, but by 1979 handed over to civilian regime. By 1983, Buhari destroyed it with coup. In 1990s, Obasanjo opposed Abacha and was jailed, but Buhari went to serve Nigeria's worst dictator as PTF boss. Buhari always had poor judgment, but his supporters won't agree. Obasanjo gathered failed bigots and told them Nigeria is becoming a failed state after Buhari paid workers of Nitel, Airways, Railways and NEPA that he killed in 2001. May we never live old enough to become a huge wreck like Obasanjo. Sleeping in the Lord is better than the mess he has become. Okay, so guys, you can see the pro and anti-Buhari. You can see that with their comments, you know where they belong. Okay, in truth, Obasanjo united Nigeria more than any other democratically elected president in Nigeria. He has his many flaws, but in terms of uniting Nigeria, he scored very high. We should drop this mentality of comparing failures of the past with failures of the present. Buhari cannot stand Obasanjo's achievements. When people like Obasanjo talk about Nigeria, I began to wonder if it was not the same Obasanjo under whose watch billions of dollars were looted in the name power sector reform. If a PDP president faced like Buhari is failing, we know many PDP governors will fight that President Obasanjo had his share. Jonathan had his own share, and that later saw the exit of 5 governors, and they didn't even fail like Buhari. This is the difference between PDP and APC. So Obasanjo can stay this long without writing a letter. Okay, one group will say that Obasanjo brought GSM and other achievements, therefore he is better than Buhari. Another group will say Buhari had paid Nitel, built railways and so on and so forth, therefore is better than OBJ. If you haven't known that APC plus PDP is this country's problem, then you are not serious. And Buhari has now shown the Messiah he is. Swallow the bitter truth. Obasanjo is like a first-class student all round, while your Messiah is like one with a pass. That is our problem. We keep praising and hailing people who shortchanged our progress. Whether or not he achieved more than Buhari is not an issue. The fact remains that he was part of Nigeria's problems, and that's it. Nothing anybody can say about it. During OBJ's regime, we felt what governance was like. We knew almost all Baba's ministers by their full names and portfolios. There was nothing like tribalism in appointment. Every region had a sense of belonging. Our debts were cancelled. Our foreign image was good. GSM and more. We have 24 hours electricity supply. Our water supply was efficient. Our roads were excellent, and no single government properties sold to its cronies at price less than market value. You must be living in Pluto during Obasanjo regime. Okay, so by and large, what I always say is that those who have served before, those who are serving now, those who are watching or who are on the waiting list to enter to come and serve again, they've all failed Nigerians. Because with those who have not entered, who are already on the waiting list, they are going to do the same thing. Well, let us not just preempt them, but let's just say those who have served and those who are serving now, there's nothing they are going to tell us, because what we have done and what we have now, if we now say we want to rate Nigeria, how do we rate Nigeria? Nigeria is nowhere. That means they've all failed us. We just hope that those who are on the waiting list should do things differently. It is by fasting and prayer. Because one thing again is that we can't even trust anybody, because those all of them will come and come like angels. They will come and tell you sweet things, those things that you would want to hear. Those are the things they will tell you. They know what you want. They know what you want to hear. They know our problems. They will tell us all of those. But at the end of the day, complain, excuses, that is what we'll be getting. Just like when Buhari was coming, everybody was like, this is okay, let us have a change. Some people objected it. Some people say no, he should not come. We don't want him because of the past record. But at the end of the day, everything that that is said concerning him is what we are experiencing. And now it's like we have turned to something else. We are supposed to be progressing, because now they just want to make you feel as if everything is fine. Recently, the spokesperson to the president, Gabashew, he said prices of food now are going down. And he's even referring to people to go to a particular place to go and get food stuff, that everything is fine. Even in their last regime, the Minister of Agric, Audu Ogbe, was saying that no Nigeria has business with hunger, that there was food in surplus. Every now and then they will be telling you that we have food surplus all over the place, that you are the one who choose not to see it. Within 1 week, they said they shared 100 billion naira to Nigerians, to those who, during the lockdown. They will tell you those are the things they are doing. They are not seeing anything wrong in what is happening. Everything is fine. Whether maybe they are judging from their friends or from their own calculus, when you see rich people around you, you think everywhere is fine. Everything is okay. That who are the people complaining? So, those who have said before, those who are still serving now, they failed us. But when people begin to try to compare those who have served before, we are not supposed to be comparing them. Those ones, they have done their bit and they have failed. Now you said you are going to change the narratives. Then is there any difference? Now you are going to be comparing. They're not going to be telling you that, what of Obasanjo, what of Goodluck, what of those people who have served before. But you said you are going to change it because you saw all of those problems. Then you are not doing worse things than them, and you are saying that, why should we talk? Why should Obasanjo talk? Because you guys said they were not good enough. Now you come in and you are comparing yourself, and their supporters are comparing them with them. Those ones, they are failed. Why should that means the present regime does not have business with failure? Because you have seen all the problems, you have had the experiences. Then just for you to come and change the narratives, and it is not difficult to even change the narratives. You are still falling in the same trap of those people, in the things that they've encountered before. You are still falling into the same problem. So what is not the difference? That is just what I can say, because you are supposed to do better than them, seeing all the atrocities that you think that they have committed, and you are still doing the same thing. Well, why is he complaining now? He saw his PDP membership card in public. He endorsed Buhari for the presidential election. Those who support Buhari should tell Nigerians what they can share about the deadwood. When he supported Buhari, Obasanjo thought he wanted the best for Nigeria, but when he realized his mistake in helping to enthrone abysmal failure, he didn't hesitate to apologize for the harm done. OBJ is indicating himself, or what? Is part and parcel of Nigeria's failure, having ruled Nigeria for over 11 years out of 60 years since our independence. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know your thoughts.